number of clients in the chemistry and material science industries. And so they run a business currently, an R&D based business where their customers come in and say, we need a new material that it doesn't break and it's scratch resistant. And so they have to go and do bench chemistry to find that material that has those properties. That takes a long time, it's a slow process. So what happens is, they ask us, can we cut that time in half through digital transformation? Can we cut the time in half that it takes to produce this material? Maybe it's a year or so. We say, yeah, we can work on that with you, but let's imagine what would happen if you could cut it down to a month or a week or a day, so that when a customer comes to you, instead of waiting a year, they can get it the next day online, right? They type in what they need and they get it the next day, via FedEx. What happens is, at some point along the way, you've sped things up so dramatically that the relationship that you have with your customer is going to change qualitatively. It's disruptive already in that sense, because the quantity of time becomes a qualitative shift. Your competitors can't do that. You can actually start working with them in a different way, and you can start selling consultative services. Also, you can either double the amount of research that you're doing, so you can do fundamental research that supports the work you're doing for clients, or you could reallocate half your staff somewhere else, right? And then if you keep pushing that, the nature of the business has to change completely, because at some point we're probably going to be taking that R&D loop out of the process entirely. And so now you have to think about how am I collecting all of that data, how am I automating it, and what are all the other benefits of having that kind of data, a catalog basically, where you could just look up the answer instead of having to go to the bench and search for it. So that's an example of B2B business where when we start accelerating their maturity, they go so fast, the time to market for these materials gets so fast that they're forced to change the entire business model that supports what they're doing. And that's a very good thing, because this is a far more valuable, scalable business.